What's good? It's Wardell Wilson. Today I want to make something a little out of my comfort zone, so make it more of a tribal pop, possibly hip-hop type beat. So let's get started. I definitely knew I wanted to start with something atmospheric, and so I loaded up Waves Playbox and just started playing some notes. I wanted a little bit stronger, a little more saturation on it, so added Ableton's Roar plugin just to give it a little more power, and then also added a FabFilter Pro Q4. So this is a respace in Ableton. I wanted to go with a Moog sounding bass. I felt like that'd go with the vibe that I'm wanting to do. I'm really liking how this bass sounds. I just want to make it a little more powerful. I might add some distortion or just something to make it fill in that bottom. So I ended up adding some R bass to it, which is actually my favorite bass plugin. It just gives it power without making it too loud or without it impacting the other instruments and taking the space from anything else. So I dig it. Another FabFilter Q4. This time we're cutting off some of the high end. I knew before I got started on this song that I wanted some tribal drums, almost like a chant. So I found these drums on Splice. When arranging it, I knew I wanted these drums to be like a constant throughout the song. I say all the time that I wish more music had rhythmic elements going on, and I just kind of miss rhythm, especially with percussion. What's crazy is in the back, before even adding this, I could kind of hear it do this, and you guys comment if you guys experience this as well, when you kind of hear the music in the space between. And so I just heard like a lead synth, almost a brassy sound. And of course with the push 3, it has the MPE, so you can just slide the notes around. Makes it super easy to get that slide effect. Whoops. We're back on track now. I knew the tribal drums were going to fill a lot of space, so I wanted to be fairly minimal with the lead percussion, and just thought kicking the snare would do the trick. Threw in a little bit of Valhalla reverb on it. I wanted it to have a little more space and to fit with the other elements going on. And that drum bus plugin just makes everything powerful. I found a vocal chant in Splice that I just chopped up in Ableton Simpler. And I felt it would go really good with the tribal drums and the rhythm. When I want weird, freaky stuff, Native Instruments Guitar Rig is my go-to location. And this was just a vocal preset. It has a bunch of stuff on there. I really didn't tweak any of that. I just play around with the presets sometimes. I'm gonna add in an auto filter to cut some of the low end, make sure we keep that space for the drums. And then that Valhalla verb just to give it that vocal background kind of effect, and it just makes it sit really nice, especially with those drums. I added a little bit of velocity and humanized some of the claps in the back just to make it sound as realistic as possible. I sometimes have this bad habit of overproducing throwing everything at the wall, filling every sound possible. With this, I made it a mission to make sure there was space. So I thought a piano would be a good complementary instrument. It fills up space, but not too much. And this plugin goes on like 90% of my pianos, the RC20. I just turn the noise and wobble down a little typically. Created just a dip of space for these synth elements. Put some S1 imager on there just to make it really wide. Also added some Valhalla vintage verb. Added like a second piano sound for the high end, just more of a pluck, and blended that with the other piano. Processed it the same, so used the RC20, Fab Filter. So at this point, I pretty much set up a basic arrangement for it. I go into Arranger View and modify it, but here's what we got. If you're interested in this beat or beats like it, you can check out my production at wardwilson.com. Just click the piano emoji and that'll get you to where you can get these beats. I just do exclusive license just to keep it simple. And I swear to God, if nobody buys this beat, I'm putting it on my album. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.